Theo James made White Lotus fans swoon over his nude scenes in the series. Naturally, everyone wants to know if his heart and the rest of him is available for the taking. Unfortunately, Theo has already been snatched up by his wife, Ruth Kearney, for more than 10 years. While the couple has been notoriously private about their relationship, we decided to do some digging to tell you everything we know about how Theo and Ruth fell in love. For those of you who didn't know, Theo James went viral for stripping down to his birthday suit in a scene with Aubrey Plaza in the second season of HBO's The White Lotus.
I'm sure this is the first time you've heard of this, but you do a nude scene in the first episode.
Oh, the pee-pee scene.
Is that what you call it?
No, that's what they call it.
Yeah, but
everyone
wow.
It.
People thought it was the Loch Ness Monster. They didn't know what was happening.
But before then, Theo was already garnering a lot of attention for his previous acting work. The 37-year-old Brit first made his on-screen debut in the 2010 miniseries A Passionate Woman, and fans have been besotted with him ever since. His major breakout role was for his role in the Divergent film series back in 2014 alongside Shailene Woodley. At first, there were some that thought that Theo and Shailene were more than just friends because their on-screen chemistry was so intense. However, people couldn't have been more wrong. While the pair have undeniable chemistry in the film, that's only because they're the best of friends off-screen.
I'm so lucky to have a partner in all of this who really just loves being an actor and loves the art of acting.
James and Woodley never saw each other as anything more than friends and have continued to express their support for one another throughout their careers. Shailene didn't hesitate to show her admiration toward her co-star. She even shared that she adored how naturally masculine and talented Theo is. We can't help but agree with her on that. So, who is the woman who stole Theo's heart? Well, the lucky lady is also an actress, and her name is Ruth Kearney. The Irish actress has worked in both film and TV shows like Primeval and Trouble Will Find Us. Most recently, she starred in the series Finding Joy. Theo and Ruth first met when they were in class together at the Bristol Old Vic Theatre School around 2009. James revealed that the pair were in the middle of an acting exercise when they first laid eyes on each other. The exercise involved the actors pretending to be frogs, and after introducing themselves to one another, once they were done hopping around, James said that they had an instant connection. He shared, "It made sense pretty early on." Theo and Ruth quickly started dating, but kept their romance very low-key. Since they were both focused on their careers at the time, they didn't want their relationship to draw attention away from their work. When their careers started to take off and they both landed more work, they made sure to prioritize their relationship as their schedules got more intense. Ruth and Theo were so dedicated to keeping their relationship away from the spotlight that they didn't make any public appearances together until 2012, after almost 3 years of dating. The couple made their first red carpet debut at Theo's premiere of the film Underworld: Awakening. Finally, all the work that they put into making their relationship last paid off. After 9 years of dating, Ruth and Theo got married in 2018. The exact date and details of the wedding are still a mystery, but that doesn't come as a surprise since the couple like to keep things private. We do know that Ruth and Theo only invited a few guests, which consisted of only their families and closest friends. The fact that it took them so long to get married had nothing to do with any doubts in their relationship. As it turned out, Theo gushed that he always knew that Ruth was going to be his wife. He shared, "She's very sanguine, thoughtful, and funny." With both their lives in the public eye, the couple has continued to keep their romance pretty private. Ruth has admitted that she didn't become an actress for the fame and attention that comes along with it, but for her love of the craft. She explained, "I'm not in this industry to become famous. I don't go for jobs because they will make me well known. It's so hopefully they will lead me on to more interesting roles." Kearney loves her job so much that she's admitted that she can't see herself doing anything other than acting. She shared, "It's a tough career, but I feel like I can't really imagine doing anything else. It can be great fun, but also really challenging." The couple has even worked together too. Theo and Ruth shared the screen during the first season of Sanditon in 2019. The series was inspired by Jane Austen's final novel. James played one of the main characters, Sidney Parker, while Kearney played Eliza Campion, the wealthy heiress James's character ended up marrying in the season finale. Thankfully, they don't keep everything to themselves. Ruth still occasionally shares cute photos of themselves on her social media, giving their fans a small glimpse into their lives together. The couple also loves traveling the world together, and Kearney has shared photos of their adventures, including trips to Italy, Ireland, and New York City.
I'm most grateful for my family and friends and just all of the opportunities that I feel like I've been given in my life.
Her husband, on the other hand, has chosen to remain more private when it comes to what he shares on his social platforms. The most exciting news they shared came in August of 2021 when the couple announced that they welcomed their first child together. Theo and Ruth didn't share a lot of details about the new addition to their family, but we do know that it was a baby girl. During an interview, James gave some rare insight into his experience with fatherhood. He shared, "It's discombobulating at first, especially with your first child because your whole life changes, but ultimately it makes you, definitely for me at least, a much more solid person." Even though becoming a parent has been something that both he and Ruth have had to adapt their lives to, James added, "It definitely changes you in an amazing way." The couple has been rarely spotted out together and doesn't often speak about their relationship either. Kearney made a rare public appearance at the New York City premiere of The Time Traveler's Wife in 2022, and then attended the White Lotus Season 2 premiere later that year. One thing is for sure, and it's that Theo and Ruth don't really care much about fame. Kearney had previously said, "That kind of side of it doesn't bother me." Instead, with all the attention that they garner over their careers, James prefers to direct it towards more important things that he believes need the spotlight more than their personal lives. James has been a supporter of the UN Refugee Agency since 2016. It was around that time that he began publicly advocating for refugees amidst the Syrian refugee crisis. The actor shared the story of his Greek grandfather's own escape from the Nazis during World War II inspired his activism. Theo explained, "What struck me looking at that photo of my grandfather was how recent his journey had been and how quickly, a few generations on, the collective European memory has faded." Kearney has joined her husband's efforts and gotten involved with the agency. In 2018, she and James attended an event for World Refugee Day along with other supporters, including Cate Blanchett and Colin Firth. There are many celebrities who choose to use their fame to promote their own careers and enjoy their time in the spotlight. However, there are those rare gems like Theo and Ruth who use their fame to draw attention to more sensitive issues and try to rally support for things that they believe in and make the world a better place. Most Hollywood couples put their romance on display for the world to see. However, Theo James and Ruth Kearney follow their own rules. They make so few public appearances that it's easy to forget that they've been together for almost 15 years and married for 4. Their love for acting has always been the drive to push them further in their careers, but it's never been about the fame. They chose to prioritize their love for one another and do their best to fight for the causes that they believe in. Knowing all of this, it's impossible not to love them as a duo even more. Be well and be kind.